Okay, thank you. My name is Ann Ndongo. I'm so happy to see such a big group concerned about mental well-being. Let's clap for ourselves. I'm from St. Paul's University, and I know there are quite a number of people here who identify with St. Paul's. Can they stand wherever they are? This is great. You are doing a great work. Why I'm saying this? Because I know these activities are very important. We are so much involved in such activities from St. Paul's, and I'm feeling very much at home. The county government, we salute you. You've done a good job. You've supported such activities, and we are very proud to be associated with you and your team. Thank you so much. Now, we are talking about catastrophes. We are talking about emergencies. When you think about catastrophes, you think of an event that is very destructive, very destructive. And these catastrophes can cause death. And when death occurs, people who belong to the deceased, they go through a lot of mental pain. Catastrophes can also cause many losses, a lot of pain, physically, socially, emotionally, and this creates a very fertile ground for poor mental health. Now, do we as Kenyans experience catastrophes? Do we, or we are in denial? Let me remind you about what happened last year. I think in March 2024. What happened in Mai Mahiu? That disaster. You know, it actually killed so many, it left so many homeless, so many lost relatives, so many lost focus. They didn't see how they would make it. You know, we have had floods, we have had moments where we have very high or serious shortage of food, famine, and most people are affected very, very seriously. We also need to understand mental health cases are very complicated. We have post-traumatic stress disorders, and these may not emerge immediately. An event has occurred or an emergency has occurred. Sometimes these are issues that are suppressed. By the time we are realizing that this person needs help, they are already going through very severe mental condition. Now, as professional counselors, what do we do? What do we do? We need to be more aggressive, creating awareness. And I'm happy we are here today, creating awareness. And another thing that we must emphasize on is that we all have a role to play. We have very many catastrophes around us. Some are what we can see physically, others we see through the social media. We saw what was happening in Israel and Gaza, and we have what is called what? Secondary trauma. What's another name for secondary trauma? Vicarious. How many of us are suffering from that kind of trauma? Vicarious trauma. And this is a very hidden area of mental illness because we don't see like it is affecting us. Yes, most of the time we are watching. We are watching View Sasa. Where else are we watching? TikTok. And we get these pictures. And unfortunately, we have also given these mobile phones to our children. So can you imagine how sick we are? So we need more training. We need more awareness. We need more awareness. Let's reach out. And I would propose that we have psychological training in every area of training. When doctors are being trained on how to deal with biological issues, they should also be trained on psychological issues, because doctors are seriously traumatized. Why am I saying they are traumatized? They always are visited by people with some problem, one problem or the other. When we are laughing and having nice time, we don't visit the doctor. We visit the doctor when we are very sick, about to die, and sometimes conditions can be traumatizing. Or sometimes we progress well, and then somehow, for a known reason, or we cannot explain, we lose the person. What happens to the doctor? All the hopes are shattered. So I feel it is important for them to get psychological support that starts from their training. When police are being trained, when the soldiers are being trained, it is important to have this kind of training so that they are well empowered to deal with their well-being and even the well-being of other people. And I'm saying they may not take a diploma, they may not take a degree, they may not take a PhD or a master's program, but they can take short courses to empower them, to let this knowledge go to every level of our society. And this is because we have so many issues around us. And these are issues that we may not have control over. When it rains and we have to relocate because the Lake Nakuru water is coming and taking most of our homes, what do? Do we have any control about that? It is a catastrophic situation. And what happens that we shall have people who had homes becoming homeless. So what do? So some are going for waganga. Yes, waganga wasimamisha hiyo maji. It may not work. So we need to create awareness through education, through our availability, talking about this and supporting people in a healthy manner. And this is going to change our society. If I live in a toxic environment, an environment where there is a lot of mental sickness, I will also not be well. So when our society is suffering, we are also suffering. And the only way we can do to save ourselves is to be aggressive and reach out to the society by reaching out through training others and also being trained and helping them to come from their cocoons and going out to get support. Let us be more aggressive. We get the knowledge. We take out this knowledge and we reach out to all the places that we stay on. In the church, our workplaces, every service provider. We may think like the hoteliers don't need counseling. Do they? They do. We may think like farmers don't need counseling. We need to reach there. What about the motorbike riders? I think we need to organize an activity for them. Or what do you think? Yes. What about the matatu drivers and conductors? And matatu owners? They are traumatized because most of the time they are called, anaambiwa mzee gari imegongwa. Mzee gari imegongwa. Let me tell you a story. There was this teacher who retired. And when he retired, he bought, with the retirement package, he bought 6 matatus. 6 matatus. And every time the driver calls, mzee gari imegongwa. Gari imegonga mtu. Gari imeshikwa na polisi. Gari imetoboka mguu. You see, after 3 months, this man was waking up saying, ati nini? Gari even when there is no call. What does that mean? He was traumatized. His children had to say, hatuwezi kuendelea hivi, because this man doesn't sleep. Even when there is no call, he's asking, ati nini? Gari imefanya nini? this is trauma. So everybody needs mental wellness, mental support, and if there is going to be any change, we are the people to make a change. We are the people to make Kenya a place to be, a place where we enjoy to be. And thank you so much, and God bless you.